Hello.
Hi everybody! Welcome to another video here again with my friend Jenny.
Hello.
And today we are talking about one topic that Jenny is an expert about. I think she doesn't, but she is. So we're talking about how to find your style, how to have a cool style. Just a little disclaimer beforehand. Obviously, this is very subjective. My opinion is subjective. Jenna's opinion, or what we think is cool or stylish, doesn't have to be what you think is stylish. But we just thought today we are having a little chat about it, because when I met Jenny, I don't know.
That's interesting now.
What do you mean? Well, what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
No, but I was just thinking how it came about that that I and also other people always ask you for advice. How did it come about?
Because I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. But
I don't know.
yeah, you are. But I don't know. I guess over time, as we got to know each other better, and especially we went to a lot of shopping places, yeah, it was always, it just came about that it's a good thing to ask Jenny what to buy, what to wear, and so therefore,
I think that is because normally when people try something on, I directly say yes or no.
Ah.
And when I go into a shop, then I always think, is it love? Because when it's love, I'm gonna buy it. But when you start thinking about it, and that's not what you want then. That's how I go shopping, basically.
But is that kind of like you're either 100% sure,
Yeah.
or you're not sure, and
yeah.
then it's a no?
And when you're in a fitting room, and
Yeah.
when you start thinking about who could I wear it with, or do I really like it, does it fit into my wardrobe, then it's too late.
Very good point. You know what this, in my opinion, relates to? Actually, everything in life.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
And
no.
but I think what you just said kind of relates to the Marie Kondo technique. When you
What's that?
The Marie Kondo is a lady who wrote this book, The Magic of Tidying.
Oh yeah.
And
Has she got a series on Netflix?
yes,
I think so. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
And you're saying only buy it if it's love, and she's saying only keep it if it's love. Well,
Yeah.
she doesn't say. I think she says if it sparks joy, but it's kind of similar, I would say.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, that's already a very good point for people who struggling with a decision to make at the shops. So if you are struggling, then that's a no.
Yeah.
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 I wanted to ask you, what would you say how you found your style?
I would say I tried a lot, and when I live in a bigger city, so I lived like quite close to London, and then I fitted into that style, and now I'm living in Berlin, so I'm gonna fit into that style.
Ah.
I don't really know. When I go into a shop, I just buy things that I fancy, that I like, and then I'm not sure even I have got a plain style, or if it's just out of different style and then it fits into my one. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not that I can say I've just buy the newest stuff, or I just buy, don't know, the shoes because they are trendy now. I buy things that I really like, and I almost go into a vintage shop or charity shop or secondhand shop.
Yes.
So
Actually, it surprises me that you say you kind of adjust to London or to Berlin.
yeah, because where I lived here, like
Yeah.
in London, then my style was more modern and more quite fashion. But now it is just put stuff on and go out.
You mean in Berlin?
Yeah, I don't really care.
Okay.
So nobody would care if that if you got a hole in the trousers, or if your shoes is open. But I think in London there is quite more fashion city, and then you just fit into more.
Yeah, but I think actually this is how to find your style is not just about what kind of clothes do I wear. It's also a confidence conversation, I would say.
Yeah.
Because what you said in the beginning is I just I'm not afraid to say yes or no to something that people show me, and I'm not afraid to say yes or no to whatever my feeling tells me about what I want to wear.
Yeah, but I think some people just struggle with wearing bright colors, or wearing, like, I don't know, motifs on a shirt, or on trousers or shoes, or maybe just think too much how the perfect fit is. And I think just wear it, because then it will get into a fit. So, you know what I mean?
Do you think that people are afraid of wearing bright colors because you are seen more and you have to have confidence to be seen?
Yeah, and I think when you're worn for your whole entire life basic colours, and you won't get a shirt in a bright colour.
You know,
like you. So
what do you mean, like me?
You are not would go a neon shirt and then would go out, and then that's it. That's my one, babe. By the way.
But because I wouldn't go in a neon shirt because I don't like neon.
I mean, if you walk into my wardrobe and pick snail printed shoes, neon shirt, a leather skirt and a coat, or maybe, don't know, you probably won't go out and say, I'm feeling very confident.
No,
would you?
No, I wouldn't, but it's because it's not really what I like. So I wouldn't feel confident in that style because that's not my style.
Right, okay, yeah. Yeah.
I actually probably should buy a few more bright colors, but ones that I actually like.
Yeah.
But I think I'm thinking too practical. I'm already thinking then I have to wash different.
Yeah, that could be another good point, and because then you have to iron it.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, what you buy, but if you buy very bright colors, if you wash them with dark colors, then
they might be fine.
I feel that a lot of the time they get kind of grayish.
Yeah, but they are just there to wear so you just buy them to wear them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter when they are off, like when you can't wear them anymore, because then you go to shop and buy new things. Do you?
Mm-hmm. So you don't separate everything?
No.
Okay.
I haven't got even the time and not so much stuff that I could. I like with my neon body, I can't wash that one separately. Why would
you could wash it by hand? But anyways, this is a completely different conversation. So what kind of advice would you give somebody to find their style?
Boy, that's quite hard.
But I think
you always have colours and or shape of a shirt or trousers that you prefer. Mm-hmm. And then I think you should just go with it, and then maybe try out separately new things. Like, I'm not really a skirt or dress wearer. I'm not this type of wear, so I'm not really like wearing skirt or dresses. But sometimes you just find the right shape and then you go with it, and then you just got one of or two or few things of it in your wardrobe. Mm-hmm. And because sometimes I get up in the morning and then I'm thinking, well, now is the day where you can wear a skirt or a dress. Mm-hmm. And then you've got it. Mm-hmm.
I just had an idea. I think you could start with a lot of things that we already touched upon. Do I wear what I wear because I love it, or because I just want to fit in? Do I wear, and obviously this depends a little bit. Obviously, if you work in an office or wherever you work, you might have to wear the clothes that are appropriate in that workplace, but we're talking about outside of that. In my personal life, do I wear what I wear because I love it, And if yes, great, and if not, which what do I wear that I actually don't love? And then when you go to the shops, basically use the technique that we talked about before.
Yeah.
Do I love it or not? If you're really unsure and you have absolutely no idea, maybe start looking at magazines, website, look at other people. What are they wearing that you might like? And I would say start from there. And I'm sure over time you will find your style. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any criticism on your style? Like people say, I wouldn't wear that, or...
Yeah, probably. A lot of them, but I
So
don't
you
really
don't
care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the thing is, I love the stuff or the clothes that I own.
Yeah.
So I don't really care if somebody is telling me, well, you can't really wear that, or that doesn't fit you. I mean, I've bought them because I love them, and that's why I wear them.
Yeah. But that goes back to confidence, so that's really great.
Yeah.
Because I remember once I wore a dress that was a bit more out of the ordinary, that something that I wouldn't wear every day, but I bought it in Australia and I actually really liked this dress. And then one of my friends said to me, I shouldn't wear it, it's not very fashionable. And
That's a weird friend.
I just thought maybe I don't have the right taste. But now I actually think it does come down to confidence, and what somebody likes another person might not like.
Yeah.
And
you always will happen that.
yeah.
I mean, I wanted to say something before, so it's not really to this point, but to the other point, maybe to going back to how you can find your style. I think the best thing is go into a charity shop or secondhand shop or whatever, because you don't know what they're going to sell. So it's always going to be a surprise, and then you maybe pick something that you won't pick in any other stores because they've got the basic stuff, or they've got, I don't know, the skirts that you always worn before. So if you go into a shop and they sell just separate things, you might get into something that you didn't know before. So
yeah, that's a very good point. And then the other good point as for charity shops is also you could just pick up several things and try things out because they're not that expensive.
True. And then if you don't like the stuff, I mean, you spend it money, but not as much as you just that. Yeah. And then you just can give it back.
So how do you find the pieces that you really love?
I would say I go quite often out on the road into shops, but just to get more inspiration and inspire myself. I don't need to buy things, I just walk around, and that just makes me happy if I can see somebody else who bought something and is just loving it. And I would say maybe spend about €50 a month. It's not that much.
Yeah, no, it's not much.
It's it even depends. When it's winter and I need a winter coat, I'm spending more money, obviously. But like during the summer, I've got so much stuff. I really do. What I always do is, like, if I don't like the colour anymore but still love the jumper, for example, then I just colour the jumper in, or I stick on things on a trousers or on a jeans coat, or just pimp them up a bit. That's what I always do. So I basically recycle them, even when I don't like the length of the short or the jeans or whatever it is. Short, that was weird. So even when I don't like the length of the jeans anymore, I just cut them into shorts. Something like
basically you're creative as well.
And when you don't like it, you always can throw it away or give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
So.
Or maybe, we were talking about earlier, maybe you could even exchange with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. and always
There are quite a few of platforms online in Germany as Kleiderkreise. And then you just can load up your stuff on a photo. It's not an advertisement, it's not paid. But so you just load it up and then you can sell it to somebody else or can change it, like, whatever. And that's quite a good platform, I think.
Yeah.
So
the other idea I just had as for the question, how do I find my style, is if you think about your friends or maybe just people that you know, maybe you have somebody who's like Jenny, and then you can go out together and this person can help you find your style and tell you this looks good, this maybe not so much. However, what I want to add to this, make sure this is not a too judgmental person. I mean, make sure this is not a person who tells you exactly what you have to do, but is actually wanting for you to find your style, but it's just a helper. You know what I mean? Yeah, so doesn't want to put their style on you.
No.
But who has a good style and who has a nice personality and who can just help you a little bit. But to summarize it, I would say what we've come down to is, one, when you go to the shops, buy what you love, not what you're not sure about. Two, it comes down to confidence, wear what you love, even if other people don't like it. And three,
I think
try things out, go to charity shops, go to a variety of shops who have different styles.
Get inspired by your own creativity.
Yes.
That would be a good one, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that was actually very interesting. I'm glad we did this video. So thank you for joining in.
That's alright. Pleasure.
And I hope you're having a lovely day. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye.